by working class voters. And so I think what we're really going to see is this is the beginnings of a fracture that was always going to happen because Trump was not interested in actually changing the character of his politics. He just needed a bunch of people to vote for him. So I think really the question becomes, what is the Republican Party going to do? Do they want to make a decision? Are they going to continue to be a party of, protecting wealthy? Do they want to try to protect working class people? And what does that really mean? What's the real agenda for workers? Because I don't think in these Trump years we've ever actually seen one.
Governor, do you think that kind of soul searching is happening right now? I ask because, as part of this profile with the New York Times, Marjorie Taylor Greene describes herself as having been naive. She also says that our side has been trained by Donald Trump to never apologize and to never admit when you're wrong. You just keep pummeling your enemies no matter what. And as a Christian, I don't believe in doing that. Do you read her or see her actions, her recent remarks? And do you think she's being genuine, or is this sort of an effort to sanitize and re-strategize for what's to come?
Antonia, we can't guess, right? We can't say. I mean, there was a guy named Saul, and he traveled all over the world persecuting Christians. And when he got to Damascus, he was thrown off his horse, blinded, and he ended up becoming St. Paul, who's written a giant chunk of the New Testament. So, I mean, was Saul real in the beginning? People didn't know, but he became Paul, and then they all believed. Is she truly having a transformation? I don't know. I wouldn't want to say that she's not, but we've got to see how she does going forward. And I'm not her judge. If she wants to claim that she is, I mean, I think the whole Epstein thing, Thomas Massey, the one man, but women were greatly moved by this. Thank goodness. You want change, you want results. Sometimes you just got to go to women because they say we've had enough of this. What they see is the abuse of children, the abuse of women, and I think they've had enough of that. She also has gone on to talk about the fact that she doesn't want to be a